Hi, welcome back to my videos. I'm the Nigerian girl with acne here, and today I decided to talk about something that we do commonly, and to shed a bit of light on it, like judging from my like Nigerian perspective, what I've seen a lot of Nigerians doing. So we're going to talk about exfoliation. So basically, first of all, we'll talk about the definition of exfoliation. So it is just the process of removing dead skin cells from the outer layer of our skin. That's just the basic definition, removing dead skin cells from the outer layer of our skin. And let's talk about why we exfoliate. So for most people I've seen, the reason why they exfoliate is because they feel like they're like most people I've spoken to, they feel like their complexion is a bit dull, or maybe they feel like they have some kind of hyperpigmentation and they feel like exfoliation will help. And for the most part, yes, exfoliation does help with brightening and hyperpigmentation, but it also helps with a lot of other things too. Especially some kinds of exfoliants. It can help with acne, it can help with sun damage, it can help with, like we said, hyperpigmentation, it can help with unclogging of pores and a lot of things. There's a lot of reasons why we exfoliate. So we can now talk about the types of exfoliation now. So we have basically two types of exfoliation. Exfoliation with physical exfoliants, that's physical exfoliation. In that case, it's like any form of manual removal of these dead skin layers. We can talk about using our scrubs. The most common one we know, the St. Ives Apricot scrub. Using that scrub on your face is a physical exfoliant. All of our Clarisonic brushes, our spinning brushes we use on our face, it's an exfoliant. That's the process of physical exfoliation. Even like using a sponge on your face, if you're one of those people that have your bath and then use your sponge to scrub your face, also that's physical exfoliation. Even using like a rough cloth on our face, physical exfoliation. Any form of a scrub, coffee scrub, sugar scrub, walnut shell scrub, Mrs. Kylie, and all those things you want to use on your face, those are all physical exfoliants that we use for physical exfoliation. And the second type of exfoliation, we have chemical exfoliation. Chemical exfoliation, usually, as the name implies, we use chemicals to basically like dissolve skin cells, the dead skin cells on our face. And we use chemical exfoliants. We have the first type, we have our AHAs, alpha hydroxy acids. Those are like your glycolic acid, your lactic acid. They are usually targeted at improving the texture of your skin. So they are water soluble acids, and they are commonly used, especially glycolic acid. I feel like a lot of people use glycolic acid. In fact, like a lot of chemical exfoliants, let me just give like a general example. Like instead of dividing them first, let me just give you like general example of our chemical exfoliants. We have the most common one is salicylic acid, we have glycolic acid, we have our lactic acid, mandelic acid, azelaic acid, retinoic acid, like our retinoids and all, and all of these, kojic acid, these are all chemical exfoliants. So now let's go back to our AHAs. AHAs, we have those glycolic acid, lactic acid, water soluble, will help improve the texture of our skin. Then I feel like people with oily skin usually tend to use, people with dry skin, people with dry skin tend to go for our AHAs, okay? And then we have our BHAs. BHAs, beta hydroxy acids, they help improve texture of the skin, and also they go deeper into they penetrate deeper into the skin, and they help to unclog like our pores, remove that excess sebum that causes acne. So that's why things like our salicylic acid, which is a BHA, is used for acne treatment. And these ones are the oil soluble acids. So apart from this, all these apart from the texture and stuff, chemical exfoliants can be used for other things, like for like our hyperpigmentation. You know, a lot of people use azelaic acid for that too, because it also helps with hyperpigmentation, and then also it's good for like sensitive skin and all that. So it has many uses. And apart from the whole exfoliating thing, like for something like retinoids, you know, they use it. We also use it for like hyperpigmentation. We use it for, you know, acne treatments. So let's talk about the advantages of chemical exfoliation over physical exfoliation. Okay, so I feel like most people are mostly aware of the physical exfoliation aspect of things, because I feel like that's what most people use the most. But the problem with physical exfoliation is that it's easy to overdo it. Okay, like if you use, say, knives, the amount of like scrubbing and tugging and all that you do when you are trying to exfoliate with it, like you tend to bypass the dead skin and then irritate the skin underneath that, can cause irritation. This inflammation can now lead to extra hyperpigmentation. So you see how it's like a vicious cycle with the physical exfoliation. You don't know when what you're doing is too much. But for chemical exfoliants, the way they're formulated, they don't, it's harder to overdo it, and then, you know, they penetrate like deeper. They get all that dirt out of your skin, which is why most dermatologists or like skincare experts will advise that you should actually tilt more towards your physical exfoliation. You tend to do less damage with physical exfoliation than you do with sorry, oh my god, ask you to tilt towards chemical exfoliation, please. Sorry. You tend to do less damage with chemical exfoliation than physical exfoliation. Chemical exfoliation is really the best way to go for exfoliating. Now, let's talk about the things you should like take note of when you are doing your like exfoliation, like caution. Okay, so when you exfoliate, you remove the dead skin cells. Then your skin underneath is a bit more sensitive to like sun and all that. So you want to like protect that skin, moisturize. Use your sunscreen, like sunscreen as always. Like I always say, sunscreen. Use your sunscreen for your skin after you exfoliate. Then don't overdo it. You can overdo it with chemical exfoliation too. So even though it's a better form, you can overdo chemical exfoliation. Like if you chemical exfoliants people tend to use a lot is the one from The Ordinary. We have the AHA and BHA peel. Some people use it, like I've seen someone that says she uses it every day, and I wonder how her skin is still on her face. These chemical exfoliants, even the glycolic acid, like once a week is enough. It's not something you do regularly. You will cause more harm than good. Once a week is enough for your chemical exfoliation. It just gets rid of that dead skin. Then wait for it to build up before you get rid of it again. You don't just do it every single day. You know, it's not good for the skin, especially on your face. And another thing is to don't combine chemical and physical exfoliation at the same time. Like if you've used like a scrub, for people that still use scrubs upon all my beggings, if you've used a scrub, don't go ahead and use a lactic acid peel or a glycolic acid or an AHA, BHA thing. Just pick a struggle, okay? Because you'll be causing more harm than good, you'll be doing more damage. Then it's best to do exfoliation at night, so that, you know, the sun won't just hit what your face is just finished exfoliating. So they usually advise that you do these your exfoliation things at night. And then another thing is when you want to use any product, including a chemical exfoliant, it's always best to do like a patch test. They usually recommend using like the inside of your forearm. You do a patch test to see whether you are sensitive or you react to the product before you put it on your face. So advice for anybody using a chemical exfoliant: do a patch test first, then you continue using your product. My experience with exfoliation, I'm talking about myself. Like I said before, I started using skincare products when I was in secondary school because I had really bad teenage acne. So unfortunately for me, since I came into my life, and I would like my typical like exfoliation like routine, I was one of those people that would have my bath like with like a bar soap, and then I would use like the sponge like after like that you used to scrub your whole body. I would also use it for my face. I would like scrub the living daylights out of my face. Then I would use my St. Ives as like a scrub. Then I wasn't done. I would use my Clean and Clear that has salicylic acid on my face after that. So you can see how I over exfoliated my face. So any hyperpigmentation you can see on my skin now is from the over exfoliation I did when I was a teenager. I really caused a lot of damage to my face. My hyperpigmentation is from all the exfoliating I did when I was younger. So, and obviously, and my acne scars, but like the over exfoliation, like it's like interrupted the skin barrier. You need to have like a good like moisture barrier on your skin, or else you can also break out from like a damaged skin barrier. So it's like destroyed it, and then I was getting acne when I was over exfoliating, getting hyperpigmentation, acne. It was a vicious circle. So I would urge you, if you're still young, it's not too late for you. Please throw away your St. Ives apricot scrub. I beg of you. Go for chemical exfoliants and use them wisely, sparingly. Once a week is enough. You don't have to do more than that, honestly. Sometimes once in 2 weeks is even fine. Some people you don't even have to use it. Some people only use like once a month. You know, so like you don't overdo the exfoliation. But exfoliation is actually really good for your skin. It's good to get all that dirt and all those things out, and helps, you know, like to unclog your pores, prevent comedogenic acne, especially salicylic acid. Salicylic acid is so good for your skin, especially if you have oily acne prone skin. Salicylic acid is fantastic. But you know, as I said, don't overdo it. Salicylic acid and like if you're using a retinol, it's not. I don't think it's best to use them at the same time. You know, they don't really work well together. You can use them at different times of the day. So exfoliation is wonderful as long as you do it correctly. Okay, so that's all I have to say. I didn't go in depth. I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not an anesthetician. So maybe you can do your own research and find out what kind of exfoliation is best for your skin. But I hope I can like help anybody that was over exfoliating, you know, to like, or like doing things the wrong way. So maybe I can help you out so you don't end up with, you know, my kind of skin. So please just take that to heart. Use your sunscreen, and I wish you the best. So have a good day. Thank you. Bye.